Oh, hey there, Gilbert. Back for more linguistic adventures, I see.
Hi. Absolutely. I'm eager to delve deeper into the world of language.
Well, you're in luck. Today we're talking about root words and more.
Ah, yes, finally. I've been waiting for that. Let's begin.
A root is the core of a word, which cannot be separated further. Remember that a root is always only one morpheme. This morpheme can be either free or bound. In English, roots are often the same as words. For example, the word running has the root run, which is also a word in English. But roots are not always real words. For example, the word interrupt has the root rupt, which is not a functioning word in English. Only derivational forms like interrupt, corrupt, and so on are.
Oh, wow. So a root is the irreducible core of a word and always a morpheme, right?
Exactly, Gilbert.
And roots can be free, like the root run, but they can also be bound, like the root rupt.
Yes, Gilbert, you perfectly understand roots. But now let's go on to stems.
Stems? What are those?
A stem is the part of a word that gives it its lexical meaning. That means a stem must have a lexical meaning, while a root doesn't have to have one. It is also the part of the word to which inflectional bound morphemes attach. A stem may only consist of a root or of multiple morphemes. For example, run is not only a root but also a stem. But for example, the word standardize consists of multiple morphemes. In this case, it is only a stem, not a root.
This sounds confusing to me.
Don't worry, Gilbert. You will get a comprehensive example after the next term we'll talk about.
There is another term?
Yes, Gilbert. Let's talk about base words. All roots are base words. The big difference is that base words also may contain affixes, which roots may not contain. So, all roots are base words, but not all base words are roots. Remember that. Like roots, base words don't have to have a lexical meaning. An example of a base word is prefer. It consists of the two morphemes pre and fear, thus it cannot be a root. The root fur doesn't have a lexical meaning and thus is not a stem.
Phew, that's a lot to remember.
I will break it all down to you with an example now. Let's take the word refrigerator and break it down into its single morphemes. They are re, frig, at, and or. The root of the word is frig, as it is the core that cannot be further separated. It is also a base word, as all roots are base words. If we add the next morpheme to the root, it becomes frigger. This is not a root anymore because it's more than one morpheme. It is only a base word now as it has no lexical meaning. Next we got refriger, which again is a base word. Why is that, Gilbert?
Well, it consists of multiple morphemes and has no lexical meaning. That means it's only a base word.
Exactly. If we now add the morpheme ate, we get refrigerate. This now still is a base word, but it also has lexical meaning, as in to refrigerate something, and thus is a stem as well. And if we now take the morpheme or, we finally get refrigerator. This is both a base word and a stem with lexical meaning.
Oh, wow, I understand so much more now.
Great, Gilbert. Now I will shortly summarize for you the connection between the three terms. Then we're already done for today. A root is always a base word, and if it has lexical meaning, it also is a stem. If we take a base word and attach a derivational affix to it, we again get a base word. If this new base word has lexical meaning, it also is a stem.
Thank you so much for this explanation. If you, dear viewer, want to learn more with me, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Together, we can learn more about linguistics. See you next time.